Today I'm comparing the $750 Hudson dreadnought guitar by a company called Orangewood out of California versus the Martin D18, that classic timeless guitar that we all know and love. I bought this one a couple months ago used for $2,400. They run a bit more new. And in this video, I'm putting them side by side to see if the price difference is noticeable. But I didn't just grab these out of the cases. I strung these both up with new Elixir strings this morning. And I'll be using my preferred pick, this Wiegand TF140. That way you'll hear a fair fight. There's no fluff here, just an honest to God tone battle. But there's also an added bonus here. I'm also gonna be teaching some bluegrass licks with the tabs on the screen so you can follow along if you're into learning bluegrass guitar. This is a bluegrass channel after all. If you'd like to follow me and watch more of my videos and tutorials, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And at the end of the video, I'll give you my quick thoughts, but I really want you guys to let me know what you think about these two guitars down in the comment section. Is this price difference worth it? Let's find out. So in the spirit of transparency, I want to tell you the story behind the Orangewood. So they reached out a couple months back and they said, can we send you this guitar? And I said, yes. However, they're not paying me a single thing to make this video or to talk about this guitar. Here on the YouTube space, there's an increasingly larger amount of companies that are emailing me asking me if I could do a review on a product. But then there's a word that they usually include in the email that I don't like, and that word is script. This is the actual email from Orangewood when I asked about the content guidelines, and they basically said, we don't have any guidelines. And so that's why I accepted the guitar. Orangewood definitely passes the vibe test, but again, they didn't pay me to say any of this. I'm just making this video because I think it'd be an interesting comparison. Now, when I was unboxing the guitar, I predicted something about this instrument. I said that I assumed it would be quite loud, and then when I played it, it wasn't as loud as I thought it would be. And I thought that because it comes with a torrefied top, which means that it's undergone a special process to dry it out and to really, basically the drier the wood is, essentially, in a lot of cases, the louder the guitar is going to be. So after unboxing the guitar, I was kind of surprised because it wasn't punching or kicking as loudly as I thought it would. But after going through and editing the video just then, I think it's clear to say that this has opened up quite a bit. The guys in my band who come over and usually strum it once a week when we have practice have been saying the same thing. It's really sounding better the longer it sits out and the more that it is used. So I want to hear your opinions about these two guitars and their price points. I will say the two words that do come to mind after reviewing and listening through headphones are bright and warm. To me, the Hudson sounds way brighter. Not a bad thing, but I think that the D18 just has that warm, sort of inviting Martin sound to it that I've grown to love over the years. But again, let me know down in the comment section what you thought about this test, what other guitars you might want see pitted against each other. I've also got a Recording King RD328 in the closet and a student model DX series Martin as well. Perhaps we could pit some of these up against each other and see how they sound. Just let me know down in the comment sections. Also, if you enjoyed the bluegrass tabs on screen there, check out Flat Pick Foundations at www.codymmusic.com. It's my beginner-friendly bluegrass guitar course. If you've ever tried to learn how to play bluegrass guitar, but you're met with frustration because you can't read the tabs, or maybe the tabs are like 8 measures long and it's really hard to begin with, that's why I made this course. I think that it's an amazing style of music. It's difficult to learn, but if you take it gradually, slowly, I think that anybody can learn how to play this really rewarding and awesome style of music. So check out Flat Pick Foundations below. Here's some reviews, some nice words from students in there about their experiences and how it's helping them along. We'll see you on the next video, folks. Take care.